Hello, good morning, parents. How are you? I'm fine, thank you. And you? Well, this is Mr. Nate, the creative art teacher. I take our children through creative arts activity and it is full of fun. Now, here in creative arts in our curriculum, the children are taught how to grip the pencil, the brush, and how to handle the small scissors to cut pieces of papers, pieces of card, or anything, or pieces of cloths. Okay, they mold with their hands and also apply the glue or the starch or the fine glue or the white glue on the working surfaces. Okay, so to enable them to stick their papers or their card or their pieces of cloth. Okay, in creative art, we try to express how we feel about our environment through drawing, painting, molding, and a whole lot of things. So most of the things in our environment can be used for creative arts. For example, you can use the button, okay, on our shirt to do creative art. You can use sand, you can use clay, you can use flour, you can use glitters, you can use so many things to do creative art. Now, learning in creative art is full of fun, okay, and the children are able to express how they feel about their environment. Now, let's look at the objectives of the creative art lessons. Number one, children are able to show or exhibit their inner talents. They are able to imagine what they've seen in their environment and then demonstrate it on a piece of paper or on a card. For instance, look at this picture here or this work. This is a flower pot. So I, being the teacher, I ask them, how many of you have seen a flower pot before? Then they tell me, yes, I have a flower pot at home. Then I ask them, okay, let's sit down and then imagine the flower pot in our various homes and then draw it or paint it on a sheet of paper. So they are able to do something like this with directions or instructions. Okay, please. Well done. Now, the children are able to build their self-confidence. At the end of the lesson, I ask them, who can describe or talk about your work? They put up their hand, they come in front of the whole class and talk about their work. Okay, please. So in creative arts, the children are able to develop their self-confidence or their inner capabilities or potentials. Number three, they develop their mental development is what is improved or it enhances their mental development. They think very far. Okay, so maybe a story that you have read for so many years about animals. Let's say, for instance, the tortoise. Okay, where can we find the tortoise? We can find the tortoise in the forest. Okay, please. So now we bring back what we have learned or whatever we have seen. Maybe you went for an excursion and you saw the tortoise. Okay, the tortoise was walking on the grass. So now we draw the tortoise on a piece of card, paint it, put the eyes and the mouth over there, and then this one we went out because the tortoise was walking on the grass. We plucked pieces of leaves and then we dry it on the sun. So when it was fully dry, we brought it to the classroom and then we cut them into pieces and stick it all around the tortoise to have something like this. So in creative arts, their mental development is enhanced. Okay, please. Now in creative art, they are also able to develop patience and attention or concentration. When you look at this work here, you can see this is face masks. Now, so the child is able to pick quietly, gently, patiently the pieces of paper and arrange it to cover the human face over here. So at the end of the day, the child takes his time to pick and stick, to pick and stick, to pick and stick, and at the end of the day, he or she comes out with something like this. All right. In creative art, the children are able to improve upon their fine motor skills. Most of the children have difficulties in gripping the pencil or the crayons. So in creative art, when we introduce them to the gripping of the paintbrush, they learn how to grip the paintbrush, and then this idea is transferred into the classroom for them to improve upon the way they grip the crayons or their pencils. All right. So there's so many things that happen in creative art. We don't allow our children to just sit down idly, and we don't do it for them. They have to do it themselves. So one day I went to the classroom and asked them, how many of you have read a story or watched a story on TV or in a book? Okay, they all came out with their various ideas. Okay, so we sat down and then we printed out a template of a storytelling scene, and then they colored it. Initially, there was no tree here, so we created a tree there. There were no clouds over here, so we created the clouds. And then we put them into what? A picture frame that we can hang it in our room for beautification or for decorations in our room. Look at another one. This is a collage of a butterfly. So the children sat down quietly, then we took a template of a butterfly, and then with the help of our glitter, we arranged it nicely on the butterfly. Then this is a lace fabric. We cut down pieces, cut into pieces lace fabrics, and then we, with the help of the fine glue, we arrange it nicely. So parents, I want to treat you that when you go to the seamstress and there are pieces of cloth, don't throw them away. Look for a box, small box, and keep your stuff in there for the children, so that when they come back from school and they relax for a while, they can play back what they have learned from school. So I have in here white paper, your poster colors in here, your felt pen, empty container, okay, and then stamps, animal stamp over there, pencil, color pencil, all should be put in here for your child. And you keep it at the corner. So you create an art corner for your child, so that when your child comes back from school, he or she will sit down, or anytime you ask him or her, what did you learn in art? The child can play back and tell you all what that he or she learned. There's another sample of an activity, the creation of a tree very beautifully. So in creative art, we try to express how we feel about our environment. The children are able to exhibit their inner talent. They are able to concentrate and pay attention and have the spirit of patience to arrange whatever they want to do on a piece of card or on a paper. They develop their mental development is enhanced. They are able to tell a story. The carrots, the fruits, anything that they have seen in the environment, they sit down quietly with the help of their pencil to draw it. Okay, and it also helps to improve upon their fine motor skills. So this is Mr. Nate, the creative art teacher. I'm always ever ready. If you have any question, if you have any challenge, if you want any advice for your child in concerning creative art, please don't hesitate to contact me, and I'm always ready to assist your child. God bless you. Thank you for your attention, and I'm here in Brainwell School. Thank you. Bye-bye.